latest generation Kia Sportage was launched about a year ago. The range comprised just 5 models. Entering a highly competitive and derivative-heavy segment, this lineup looked both small and a little lopsided, with one lower-priced offering and the other 4 between R120,000 and R230,000 more expensive. Poor sales relative to its Hyundai Tucson sibling reflected this disparity, and, looking to turn that around, Kia South Africa recently increased the size and broadened the pricing of its Sportage family.
Buyers looking to get into Kia's midsize SUV now have 7 additional models from which to choose. Apart from the addition of automatic transmissions to existing engines, the range expansion also includes a new Ignite Plus spec level, as well as the 1.7 KD engine shared with the Tucson.
X model grades, meanwhile, can now be paired with a 2.0-liter, naturally aspirated engine, and it's a spec that adds items such as an electric parking brake with hill hold functionality, front parking sensors, rain-sensing wipers, cruise control, a smart key, leather upholstery and electrically folding side mirrors with integrated indicators.
It is the model directly above this trim level, the X Plus in automatic guise, that is the subject of this test.
On top of the standard X features, on the Plus you get 19-inch alloy wheels, electric front seats and a reversing camera.
Externally, other than the larger alloys, there's nothing to set this model apart from the entry-level version that has just entered our long-term test fleet.
Inside, the differences are more marked.
The hide upholstery feels premium, especially on the steering wheel and gear shifter.
The front chairs offer plenty of adjustment, which, along with the rake and reach adjustable wheel, enabled all our test team members to find comfortable driving positions.
Another bonus is the 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Bluetooth connectivity that allows you to quickly switch between modes, as well as scroll through menus, and handily features integrated satellite navigation.
The multi-point injected petrol engine produces 114 kilowatts and 192 Nm, which endow it with adequate, rather than scintillating, performance.
Yes, on occasions such as overtaking, we miss the large slug of torque afforded by a turbocharged motor, but other than that, the 2.0-liter motor acquitted itself well by being smooth and refined.
Kia opted to stay with a tried and trusted torque converter instead of a more complex dual clutch engagement system, and, while usually working well in unison, the transmission's shift patterns did feel a touch on the zealous side.
There were times when even small throttle inputs were met with multiple downshifts.
Perhaps the Korean firm's software engineers felt that they had to compensate for the engine's lack of low-down punch by using the lowest gear possible.
Perhaps a little oddly for a family car, and especially one with an automatic transmission, the powertrain offers a feisty sport option.
One area of the dynamic makeup that was particularly impressive, however, was braking performance.
This Sportage recorded sports car-like stopping times in our grueling 100 to 0 km/h test, with none of the stops registering longer than 3 seconds.
The ride quality, meanwhile, wasn't quite on par with our long-term test Sportage's impressive characteristics.
The primary ride is decent enough with good body control, but the bump absorption points to damping that's a little too firm.
On its 17-inch alloys, our long-termer certainly benefits from the higher profile rubber, and this X Plus derivative does appear to pay a price for those attractive 19-inch alloys.